Hey, have I got a story for you? Oh, man, I got a story for you. And it's for our story for Kids Connect, which, hey, good to have you. Glad you're a part of it. Glad you're here to learn about God's story and how it connects to you. And yeah, today's story is a story about Ruth. And Ruth's story is really cool because Ruth is going through a very challenging time. So there was this woman, right? Her name was Naomi. And Naomi had a husband and some sons, and one day her husband died. Super sad. Same thing then happened to her sons. Extra sad. And you know what? Her sons had two wives, each had a wife. So she had these daughters, these daughter-in-laws, and they were all so sad. So Naomi said, you know what, you guys, I think we should all sort of head our own ways. You're young. You can find love again, and you can leave. And you know what? They said, well, thank you. That's so kind. And they started to go. And one of them, Ruth, goes, you know what? I can't do it. I can't do it, Naomi. You're basically family to me. You're more than basically. You are my family. I'm going to stick with you. We're going to stick together. Two ladies. Teamwork. Right? And Naomi was really, really comforted by that, but also sad for Ruth. She's like, you can go. And she goes, nope, we're together. I'm gonna be like your daughter. Okay. So yeah, they went and they were having a tough time making ends meet because they were on their own, and in their society it was a little harder for women, a lot harder for women if there wasn't they weren't married. So they traveled to a new land, and there was some opportunities to get some food, really affordable, and it's through gleaning, which is where you'll go out into the field, and after the field has been harvested, sometimes some of the harvested wheat or grain, it falls on the ground. And it was required that you leave that on the ground and you leave a portion of your farm sort of not cut, so that people who are needy or hungry, especially widows, can get something to eat. So she went out to go glean. And Naomi was going to do that. And Ruth was like, no, Naomi, please. I'm younger. I'll go do that. And she did. And she went out there and she was gleaning and doing her best, try to help her mother and help herself. When Boaz, who owned that land, saw her and was like, who is this young lady out here? Because she's of age where she should be married, right? And she found out that that this was a woman who was helping another woman, who both of them were widows. And you know what? He said, hey, don't worry about picking it. We got food for you. We're going to help you out. Pretty sweet story, right? Yeah, I love that. I love the story about friends and family sticking together. I really love the part where Boaz is being a good neighbor, recognizing that this couple, these two women, have been on a really tough time and that he could help somehow. So, yeah, who have you met in your life who has been really welcoming and helpful? Do you have somebody who's like your Ruth, who no matter what, through thick and thin, sticks with you, like your Naomi, right? And you've got your Ruth. Who's your teammate? Who's your sidekick? Who's like, you know what? We're in this together. Because those are important people. And you know what? In this season, it might be really important for us to express gratitude and say thank you. I'm glad that we're friends. Yeah. What can you do to be a Ruth for somebody? How can you stick with them through some challenging times? Because it was hard for Ruth to do that. She was doing a lot of work to help Naomi, but it was important work. And she did such good work that somebody like Boaz even saw this and was so impressed with her caring for Naomi that, you know what even happened? They got married. They ended up getting married. She married this wealthy Boaz. And yeah, I thought it was a neat story. But yeah, who can you be a good help to? Who can you be a good sidekick to? Who can you support this week? All right, have a good one, guys. Bye.